Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Inayat Afridi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learning English with Inayat Afridi. Today, I will talk about an important concept, and that is, can we place or use any preposition at the end of the sentence? So the answer for this simple question is yes, of course, we can place or put any preposition at the end of the sentence. It was an old concept that we can't use or place any preposition at the end of the sentence, but the modern linguists or the generative grammarian have the opinion that we can place or put preposition at the end of the sentence, provided if we have some special cases, out of which the first one is that if we have the relative pronoun at the mid of the sentence or within a sentence, that we can make sentences where we can put or place any preposition at the end of the sentence. And right in this lecture, the first case I'm going to discuss is that if we have a relative pronoun that is that in a sentence, you can place preposition at the end of the sentence. And let me have some cases in front of you, and that is number one, he is the man that I talked to. Number two, he is the man that I chatted with. Number three, he is the man that I spoke to. Number four, he is the man that I pointed at. Number five, he is the man that I walked with. Number six, he is the man that I met with. Now, taking all these cases in sentences closely, we have preposition, simple preposition at the end of the sentence. Now, the grammatical reason behind that is we have the relative pronoun are simply relative at the end of the sentence, and that is that. If you take a look at each of the sentence, we have the relative pronouns. So reason based on that we place preposition at the end of the sentence. Now, taking a close look at each of the given sentences, we have the relative or relative pronoun at the mid of the sentence, and that's the reason we placed a simple preposition in each of the 6 sentences. Now, moving towards the second important case where we can place or put any preposition at the end of the sentence, and that is if a sentence begins with the interrogative words. And that is, for example, if a question begins with an interrogative words. And here I have taken 2 cases. Number one, first I will mention those sentences beginning from the word what, like for example, what are you smiling at? Number 2, what are you talking about? Number 3, what are you laughing at? Now, 3 of these sentences begin with the interrogative words, and that is what, and right in this case you can place or put preposition at the end of the sentences. And we do have these cases visibly. Now, the next is the sentence begins with the question or the interrogative words, and that is who. And I have taken 4 important sentences for you. Number 1, who were you talking to? Number 2, who were you talking about? Number 3, who were you chatting to? And number 4, who were you having lunch with? And each of these 4 sentences, actually each sentence begins with the interrogative words, that is who, and based on that we can place a simple preposition at the end of the sentences. So to sum up or to make it brief, if a sentence has the relative pronoun, you can place preposition at the end of the sentence. And the second case is if a sentence begins with the interrogative words, or a question begins with the interrogative words, for example, what, who, etc. So right in those cases we can place preposition at the end of the sentence. Now, the next and the third important case will be discussed in my next lecture. Stay with Inayat Afridi and keep watching videos on my YouTube channel, Learning English with Inayat Afridi, and do subscribe our channel. Best of luck for your future.